So now let's work on the model, right? So what we will do now is we will create a button, right? And by clicking on this button, it will open up the model. So let's import the button from here, right? So just type it here, button, bu button, like so. And yeah, so maybe we want these kind of buttons. These are looking beautiful, right? So just use, we can just copy this up, right? Control C, and and we can just first import this button from React Native paper, bu button, not like so. B is array, B should be capital, yeah, likewise. And we can just paste it over here, control V, and just we can give a tab little bit. We can just close this as of now, right? Yeah. And that will have icon. No, we don't want to give it an icon. Maybe as of now we don't want, or maybe we can give. Let's see, let's control Z. Okay, let's see what icon we will give. It will have a mode content. Okay, on press it will basically open up the pop-up, right? So so we can, what we can do is, instead of console.logging, we can open the pop-up, right? So to open the pop-up, what we can do is we can just change this model to true, right? Yeah, so we can call here a set model, and set model will be true as we click on this button, right? Yeah. Now let's create model. In order to create the model, we need to import this model from, yeah, from React Native. And right, so let's create it here, right? Let's create our model. So we can use this model which we have imported, and uh, we can give a couple of props to this model. So we can just here give animation type, right? Animation type, and then here we can just say maybe slide, right? So it will just slide up. And we can give this maybe transparent. So this will not be a transparent, so I'm giving it a false. It will not be transparent. And I think visible, right? So visible will be controlled by our state variable. So if this is false, then it will not be visible. If this is true, and the model will be visible. So we can just give here model, right? The variable which we created, this model. Okay, so yeah, so if this is true, then model will be visible. If this is false, then model will not be visible. So initially the model will not be visible, then we click on this button, so the variable will change to true and this model will be visible, right? Awesome. Now for now, just these much props are okay. Now inside our model we have, maybe let's say we have text. uh, no, let's create another view inside in it, right? And in this we will create two buttons. Maybe let's say for now we will create just closing button, right? So let's copy this up, control C. Okay, so here I is capital, basically just give it a small. I have made a little typo, okay. And then just paste this button, right? And here, instead of set model, here we can, what we can do is we can just here write false, like so, right? So we can give it a name, cancel. Yeah, let's save it and let's see. uh let's refresh this up, right? I don't know why my cursor is just changed. I think let's ignore this, my cursor, for now. Okay, let's press this button. So as we press this, we the pop-ups comes, that pop-up slides up, and here we can see this cancel button. If I cancel, then the pop-up closes. Now there may be a case that when user opens the pop-up, and if the user press back button, then also this model should get closed up, right? But right now this is not working. So what we can do is, here there is one more prop we can give, is that on request close, right? So this will accept a function, and that function will fire, as user presses the back button, right? So when user presses back button, then also I want to hide that model. So I can here use set model, and in set model I can give false, like so. Then okay, yeah. Okay, so now let's change this icon of camera, right? So we can just go to there and search for icon, right? What kind of names we can give, right? So I think here is a set of list of supported icons. Let's open this up. Yeah, and let's see, we have if something called as upload. upload. Yeah. Oh, this is nice one. Let's give it this upload. Copy this name and let's give it here. Control V, right? Okay. And I want this model to have two buttons which will start from the bottom, and those two buttons will align row wise, and then I want a separate button that should align column wise, that will be a cancel button, this one. So inside this view we can create another view, right? And inside this view I will create two buttons. Control C, right? uh, just give it a tab, little tab, and I'll shift down key, right? So these two buttons, one will be for upload image from camera and one will ask for upload image from gallery. Now these two buttons I want to align those buttons row wise, right? So I can just give it a style, maybe style is equal to styles, and let's give it a name of maybe model button view, and let's create this model button view on here, right? So let's control V it, and yeah, just what I can do is I can write flex direction, and that will be of row, right? Okay, so these two buttons will be aligned row wise, and this view and this button will align column wise, as column is the default direction, right? So I think we should save this out and let's see how it looks like, right? So I think our model is open, so I will press cancel to close our model, right? It is looking too ugly, right? I will make it beautiful, don't worry. If I press back button, then also this model closes up, right? Awesome. Okay, so what we can do is we want to give little space between those buttons. So here we can use justify content, justify content. Now justify content, here we have space between or maybe space around, so let's give it a space around, so it will give little bit of space around the buttons. Let's see this how it looks like if I press this. So it has given the space between buttons, right? And yeah, for now leave this, and yeah, maybe we can give a little padding. Let's say padding, padding of maybe like suppose 10. Let's see how now it looks like. Yeah, now it is looking decent. Now it is looking, now this, I want to change this color. I don't, oh, this cancel button, I don't want this to be a content, right? Let's just remove this mode content and how it looks like. Okay, now it is looking way better, right? Way better. Now I want to start these three buttons from the bottom, right? And I want this pop-up to have a half of the size of our screen, right? It should not take the full size of our screen, it should take half size, and this button should be somewhere here on the bottom, right? For that we can do a little trick, right? Let's give this view, this whole view which we have inside a model, maybe style, and let's give it styles dot, let's give it a model view, right? And we will create this model view, control C. Let's create this model view somewhere here, control V, just put a comma here like so. And we can, what we can do is we can position, we can use position absolute, right? And then here we can start from the bottom, right? BOTT1 bottom, BOTT bottom will be of maybe we can say like 2, so it will start from the bottom with the 2, like it will shift from the bottom little this 2 units, and then it will have maybe, let's say our view will have full width, right? So width width I can give it maybe around 100%, so it will take the entire width of our screen. And yeah, for now let's save this out and let's see if it works or not right now. So we can see that these buttons are just pushed onto this bottom, right? Yeah, okay, so it is looking nicer, but I want this, I don't want this kind of area. So what I can do now is I can just here, remember we give this model a prop of transparent false. So what I will do is I will just write here true, and let's see how now it looks like. Let's say So if I press cancel, so this get cancel. If I press this again, this button, so models comes again, right? So it is working, right? It is working as we expected. Yeah, it is beautiful. But I know, I want to create this model a separate color, right? And I think I can do that. Yeah. So what we can do is maybe we can give this a little white kind of color, or maybe we can give it a little blue kind of color, maybe lightish blue. Let's see. Let's go to here, color picker, right? And just search for little light kind of blue kind of color, very light kind of. Maybe just go to here, maybe like this kind of color, little light color. Okay, this color. Let's see how it looks like. Control C, and here we can just give it a background color. I guess it should work. BACKGBACKGROUND background COLOR, and that will be Control V. Let's see the output. Okay, we have little blue kind of color. It is looking little ugly, but it is acceptable. If I close this, if I press this cancel, so it gets closed up, open up. We haven't changed the theme of this button, right? We are using blue as our theme, right? So let's work on these. We are using blue as our theme, right? So let's change this theme of the button as well, right? Awesome. So first of all, let's give it a margin. So we have input style, right? So let's give this button, that upload button, a margin, or we can just copy this style, Control C, and give this button a style, Control V. Okay, just write all the props on new line. Okay, yeah. So here I can change the name to upload image, right? Okay, and we can assign this theme of kind of blue which we have created. It has a primary color of blue, so let's give this to this not this, to our image or to our button, right? And let's give this theme to our these button as well, uh, like so. Let's write these props on new line, and like so. And let's change this text. Let's say we can write here camera, and here we can write gallery, right? GALLERY, gallery. And for now, just console.log. We don't want to close that model, so for now we can just put here console.log, maybe around like pressed, PRESSED, pressed. Just copy this up, Control C, and let's replace this also. Okay, and I think we can give icon to this button as well. Instead of camera, here we can write let's say image, AREA. So this will give a little gallery kind of an icon, right? And just get rid of this cancel for now, right? Cancel will don't have any icon. Save it, and let's see how now it looks like. So now it is looking very beautiful. Let's click on this upload. So we have little this pop-up. So we have changed the theme of these two buttons, so we will change it. But this pop-up is not looking that great. I'm not liking the color of this blue. We will change it, right, very soon. For now we have this color. Okay, so let's change the theme of these button as well. So just copy this theme, Control C, and just give this also a theme, and give this button also a theme, right? Control V. Let's save this out and let's see how it looks like now. Okay, now it is looking very beautiful. What we can do is we can change the background color to little grayish, or we can make this pop-up of color or to white. Let's see what we have we done this. Okay, so let's select more darker color. Let's select more darker grayish color, maybe this, right? Let's copy this up, Control C, and let's use it here, Control V. Now what we can do is we can give this a white kind of color, or not to theme, to the background of our pop-up. So let's see, white. Let's Now test how it looks like. So it is looking very beautiful, right? This is looking awesome. So beautiful, so nice. Ah, so we can just cancel this up model and we can upload to click on this upload image to open this kind of pop-up. So yeah, so this is now looking perfect. This is looking now amazing, right? Okay, so next video, I think we are done up with this. Oh, I need one more button, that is a save button. So let's copy this button, uh, like one button. uh, I think, yeah, control C, and below this upload image we want to create one more button that is of kind of save, right? So let's give it a name of save. Yeah, for now let's give it a name of save, and it will have maybe an icon with the color of, oh, with the tag icon with the text content save, I guess. CO, let's search, right? If we have something called a save thing, save icon, right? So let's save, yeah, content save, I was correct. Just copy this up and let's go to here and just paste it here, content save. For now it will oh, not to this, just control Z. Oh, control Z, control Z, upload. We want to change this text, right? Control O, control Z. What was that? Content save, copy this and paste it here, content save. And for now it will just console.log saved, right? Okay, and I think I have missed something. I missed little bracket here, yeah, like so. Let's save this up and let's see how it looks like. We have the save button right now here as well, right? So this is looking beautiful, this screen is looking very beautiful. So yeah, so we will work on this actual functionality of how uploading this image some later, after some later videos, huh? So for now, bye bye. I will catch you guys in very next video.